Universal Studios. Did I see that correctly? Universal Studios. Apparently this week's episode of Seraph of the End started with Universal Studios. I've never seen that before in anime. Like, I thought I was watching a movie or some shit at first. Like, I had to fast forward to the middle of the episode just to confirm I was watching an episode of Seraph of the End. I was pretty mind blown there. So did anybody else's episode start with that? Because mine did, and yeah, that was crazy. But whatever, to the topic on hand. So this week's episode of Seraph of the End was really good. We got a new character introduced, a girl named Sangu. Now, I gotta state this, I'm not hating on the girl. It's too damn early to judge its first episode with her, but I have to say, I don't really like her that much already. I'm just not feeling her. Mainly because she's really freaking bossy and she has a strong I'm better than you attitude. And I'm just like, girl, chill that shit out. Like, damn. So, but, you know, it was later explained why she's like that, because it goes with you. There was this little girl that was going to get killed by a demon, and Yu goes to try to save her, and Sangu stops him and tries to hold him back. It's like, don't do it, it's a trap. It's a tarp. You know, if you go run out there and save that kid, vampires are going to ambush us. And he's like, I don't give a damn. I'm not just going to sit here and watch this little kid get killed. And he runs out there to save her, and yeah, sure enough, 3 vampires bust out of nowhere and ambush him. And it was revealed why she's like that, because apparently in the past she had a similar situation where someone was going to get killed and she rushes out there to save them, and it ended up costing her the lives of her comrades and her squad. So it pretty much scarred her, so she was just trying to have other people not do the same mistake she once did. So that's understandable, but I'm just like, come on, just chill out just a little bit. But one thing I do want to point out for her is her voice, in my opinion, does not match her character at all. When you look at her, personally, in my opinion, I would expect a higher pitched voice, but she has like a deep voice. So that was an odd, that kind of shocked me. That was an odd choice of a voice actress for her character. So I was like, that's definitely something else. But I'm not complaining. In a way, it fits her little bossy ass. So I'm just saying. So to you, he was the other main focus of this week's episode. We finally got to see him with his cursed gear in action. And damn if it isn't actually pretty freaking cool. He's got like this shadow shit going on where he's like splitting the freaking earth and crap and everything. And then we had something odd happen. He had like these demon markings all over him. Now, which led to 2 thoughts. Was it the sword's power giving him those markings, or was it in last week's episode where it was revealed that he's not fully human? He's like 10% not human. So was that playing a part in the markings, or was it the sword's power? Because when those markings appeared, even the vampires were like, what the fuck is going on here? So yeah, I'm really curious to see how that one's going to play out. That needs to be touched up on soon, because I'm really interested on that one. The other thing I'd like to point out for this week's episode was Shinoa. Easily best girl in this series. And to an extent, she's the only reason why I really like this show, because she is easily best girl. She's just awesome, she's cute, she's adorable, she's just funny, she's everything. She's just all around great. And we got a little bit more told about her this week. Apparently, she had an older sister, but she's dead now. And by her own words, she had a huge wreck. And because she's still developing herself, one day she will also have a huge wreck. So I was like, well, okay, let's see how that plays out too. But speaking of her past, we need to see more about Shinoa, because out of everyone, we've seen a good bit about them, but Shinoa. Like, she even told you not to judge frickin' Sangu, because everyone has, like, a dark past in this day and age, and that has me thinking, well, Shinoa, what's your dark past? Because we haven't really seen it that much. Because I've always been curious, because she is, for the most part, an odd bird when you really think about it. She has, like, strange vibes off at time. You know, she's a little weird, so... But I still love her to death, so, yeah, easily best girl. You know, that was established a long time ago, but more female characters are starting to show up now, so more competition, but she just blows them all out of the water, like, easy. But, all in all, between Yu's weird markings and Sangu and Shinoa, there wasn't too much to this week's episode. It was an okay, good episode. I mean, it's Seraph of the End. You love it or you hate it. I know the series gets a lot of hate because it's cliche as hell, but let's be real for a second here. In this day and age where almost everything has been done already, what isn't cliche? Like, for real. I'm just saying. So, you're bound to have some cliches. I personally don't get bothered by it. It's still a good series. It's enjoyable, but it's like everything. It's either for you or it isn't. Simple as that. But yeah, good episode this week. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7. I think a 7's a fair score. I mean, we got new character introduced, we got more backstory on Shinoa, and we got to see you in action, and more questions are raised about him, like what's up with these markings? Are they from the sword? Are they from that 10% where he's not human? So, yeah, overall, good episode this week. But what did you guys think? Think it was a good episode, a bad episode, a meh episode, a chilled episode? So, yeah, leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. I'd love to read them. If you thought my review was good, leave the video a thumbs up. That'd be cool. And if you would like to subscribe, that'd be amazing as well. Alright, guys. I'll see you next time.